Well, look at a company like Nike, very successful. Easy solution right in front of them. Hey, Caitlin Clark, let's give her a shoe. They pretend like, well, that would be insane. That would be racist if we gave Caitlin Clark a shoe. Yes, it would be good for business. Yes, there's great demand for it. Yes, there's an opportunity for us to capitalize on a gift we've been given in Caitlin Clark. But above everything, we must worship the delusional black woman who's angry and racist. And she says, no, give Asia Wilson a shoe that no one wants. And we wonder why people are fatigued. Here's the last quote I want to read you from this New York Times story. The launch of Miss Wilson's shoe has not come without controversy. In April 2024, when news broke that Nike was planning a signature shoe for Miss Clark, then headed into her rookie season with the Indiana Fever, it set off a firestorm. The news of Miss Wilson's shoe wasn't public yet. Her fans wondered if racism played a part in giving Miss Clark, who is white, a shoe before the much more professionally accomplished Miss Wilson, especially since the only other active players with signature shoes, Miss Ionescu and Breanna Stewart, a two-time MVP, are both white. So this is like the America that they're forcing us to live in, that you can't do the right thing. You can't take advantage of a great business opportunity because it's not color-coded the way that you want it color-coded. Advantage of a great business opportunity because it's not color-coded the way that you want it color-coded. That creates fatigue. And I don't blame people for saying, hey, we can't live this way. We can't operate this way. It's un-American. It's not healthy. It's not proper. And so you'll listen to this show, and many of you, I'm sure you're in the chat right now. Whitlock hates black women. Whitlock hates black people. No, I love black women. I love black people. I want to correct them. I want to stop them from further destroying themselves and being used to destroy this country. We have to hurt Asia Wilson's feelings to save everyone else. Asia Wilson is not so important that we can't tell her, hey, baby girl, no one wants your shoe. We've moved on. We're giving Caitlin Clark a shoe. And Asia Wilson can go cry with Don Staley and claim racism. I don't care. That is preferable than affirming her delusion and then making corporations affirm her delusion, making America affirm her delusions, installing unqualified people and women in all kinds of leadership positions and undermining this country. I'd rather hurt Asia Wilson's feelings than live in this feminist, matriarchal hellhole that they have assigned to black people and are trying to assign to the rest of America. If you want your neighborhoods overrun with gang violence and rap music and Diddy freak-offs, keep affirming the delusion of single black women. Keep advancing that mentality throughout the rest of America. And you'll have O Block in every neighborhood in America. And I love the guys at O Block. I want what's best for them. But we got to come up out of this matriarchal mass psychosis that black women are the ringleaders of. And those of you black men that are sitting there, boy, I hope I'll never tell my wife I listen to this show. And boy, I see why my wife hates Jason Whitlock. And that's why I better not ever mention Jason Whitlock's name in my house, because I'll never get any again. It's hard enough getting some even occasionally. But if she knows I listen to this Whitlock stuff and believe any of it, I ain't getting nothing. It'll be birthdays and Valentine's Day, and that's the only time I'll get any. You're going to be that kind of weak. You're going to be that kind of a slave to her. We deserve it. Your emasculated sons, a culture, a corporate culture where being a straight Christian black man is penalized, being a straight Christian man is being penalized. If you want more of that, keep bowing to these women. Keep thinking that loving them is affirming them. Loving anybody is correcting them. If you see me at a fast food restaurant, slap the shit out of me. It's insanity. I need to be corrected. I'm not telling you to slap any of these women, but rebuke them. This insanity that they're forcing on the rest of us has to be rebuked and has to be stood up to. Here's Nike, one of the greatest brands, one of the greatest corporations in the history of America. And they're destroying themselves through affirmation of the matriarchy, the black matriarchy. And you think it's not happening? It's happening to ESPN. That women, black women, being installed everywhere, being put in positions they're not qualified for. It's happening everywhere. And maybe it can't be stopped, and everybody else is like, hey, man, I'm just going to make this money while I can. I'm going to go along with it. And, you know, if my kids and grandkids have to live on O Block, have to live in a chaotic, matriarchal society, maybe I don't even have kids, but those of you with kids and grandkids that do nothing, won't say anything, just want to collect a check and say, you know, I'm going to leave enough money to my kids that when this whole thing goes matriarchal, at least my kids, we'll live in a gated community and we'll have guns. If you can sleep at night knowing that your grandkids, your kids, are going to live in a matriarchal hellhole like black Americans have been living in because we reject the patriarchy. If you comfortable sleeping at night, if you're so unmanly that you can't do anything about it, won't do anything about it, just want to, hey, I'm happy, I'm making money, and I got a second home in Florida, and we take vacations, and you know what? My grandkids can deal with this matriarchal culture they're installing. They think skin color is going to save them. No, it won't.